from the children of planet Earth. Hello from the children of planet Earth. Hello from the children of planet
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning.
Hello from the children of planet
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Yeah, that was the setup I wanted to take. It's been like a rough week. Tricky trades. All right, that was exactly the setup I wanted to take. I was distracted and didn't get out when I should have. All right, ready to follow the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you don't mind. Go down below, just give us a little bit of love. Subscribe to the channel. We're here every morning. Dropping knowledge bombs, live trades. You know the drill. Oi. Face cam soon? Yeah, you know, we should probably do that at some point. I don't disagree. Cat cam would also be great. All right, so look at this morning pre-market. Just going to take a look at some of the stuff we got going on in the economy today. Economic news coming in. Michigan numbers 42 minutes. Usually can cause an event at times. You'd have a little bit of volatility move. We could have a continuation day today. The market could try to sell. We'll see. Monthly map still look nice and solid. So I think any dip we get, we have a hard time breaking overnight lows. I think we're going to stabilize here. No matter what we get, might continue to squeeze forward. I think the market looks really solid. DD's been upper nines. I mean, hasn't faltered at all. Even in those 2 months of downturn that we had, 2-3 months, that DD number very rarely lost its power. You know, it showed the greater bull market this entire time, which is what DD is good at doing. The stocks themselves remained bullish as the months rolled over, and then we caught right back up. The S&P just continued to move. So we'll see how this continues to play out. You know, obviously the market will dictate what the shape of the options landscape is, but so far right now everything's pretty solid. No volatility. It's another thing we've been noticing. Like, volatility is still in decline. What's up, Cheyenne? Michigan numbers come out in about 40 minutes. That's about it. Upcoming traders report. S&P futures still show liquidity in the market. The long side have been selling for 3 months, just taking profit. You can see now we'll get a couple ticks next couple weeks to see what's going on here. Shorts are still covering, longs are selling. Market's too liquid to crash. We certainly stabilized along this little equilibrium. Market's still trucking along. You could press for highs this year. I didn't think that was going to happen. If Fitch downgrade was just a catalyst event that created a bunch of panic, bond market stuff as well. But I think right now, it's just the market's just too liquid to crash. I think people are finding stocks to be a haven for inflation, so popping their money somewhere so that's not cash. The bond market is really tied to like quantitative tightening and people's perception of inflation. That's at least my opinion. The Fed circulates money by printing it and buying treasuries, right? So when yields go up, when premiums go down, bond prices are less, yields go up. So the more people that want to buy bonds, if they become more attractive, the premiums go up, which means yields go down. And when you have a period of inflation, you're competing a yield, which is a fixed return over time, to the fixed leak over time, which is inflation. If your dollar gains 2% at time of maturity, say like pretend you bought a 1-year bond that gains 2% in a year. But if there's 2% inflation, then you also lost 2% a year for the value of the dollar. You might have given $102 or $100 and got 102 back, but your 102 had the spending power of 100 because of inflation. So you really didn't go anywhere. And so when yields are less than inflation, then nobody wants the bonds. And so they become well, if there's better assets like to buy, then it kind of reflects, people's desire to put money somewhere or to cash. So 3 real options, you have is like fixed income, equity investments, and then cash. And so it's the triangle of the 3. Which one's going to beat inflation better? So if the stock market's not selling off, people might just want to put their money here, even if it's falling 1% a year. It could be better than losing 2% a year in cash. Even a down market could be more attractive than the burning of inflation, or putting in fixed income and losing even more because your payout is still cash. So it's all about the relationship of perception of where value and loss and inflation are and stuff, and the economic outlook. And another part of it too, I think that's like the surface part. The deeper like textbook answer about the bond market is that people roll into fixed income to ward out a storm. Like if you think the stock market's going to crash, you're going to put your money into fixed income investments because it's guaranteed. So there's also the supply and demand of that. Your bond prices will go up and yields will plummet if people want to pile into bonds. They're either beating inflation or they're beating the stock market, one of the two things. So it's the triangle of cash, bond, and stocks. Right? Cash deals with inflation. Cash, bond, and stock. Cash will have inflation. Bond will have inflation. Well, they all have inflation, I guess, but direct the cash, you have here. If the stock market's going down, people are going to do one of these two things, right? And if inflation is going to be here now but not here later, people might take their cash and put it there because the payout then is not going to have inflation with it, the maturity of those bonds. So the idea is that when bonds go up, they're either beating the cash inflation. When bond premiums go up, people are cramming into that trade because it's going to beat inflation, beat the stock market. Why would it beat the stock market? Either A, or the economy's bad, the stock market will collapse. People bet that. Or inflation's medium term and the maturity outpaces the expectation of when the inflation is. So when the auctions come out, it's like we're revealing the supply and demand of the treasury bonds. They're priced and essentially to reflect like the risk and perception of the market. So the market's just, in reality, the market's just extra sensitive to anything right now. It's looking for a reason to have. I don't think there's anything that's going to be surprising. Like all the step changes right now are very, very mild. Fed's interest rates are mild, little steps, Yeah. So the lower the price of the bonds, the higher the yield. They are inverse to attract people to them. Consumer sentiment 30 minutes, yep. The issue was the fat tail, the difference between the estimate yield to sell the bonds and what yield they had to offer to get people to buy. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not a biggest expert in fixed income. Like, my understanding about its relationship in the stock market is very general. But what we do know as a trader is, perceive whatever you want. The idea is you want to know if people want stocks or not. And if bonds are a better investment for some people, they'll just be putting less money into the stock market. It won't be as powerful of a move. But people pay attention to it because it can reflect sentiment, medium to longer term, of the actual greater economy. Market's opening in a couple minutes. Let's see if we get anything good here. What's up? Morning, fellow warriors. There's also the old saw that the bond market is smarter than the stock market. That is very true. People, because it's a defense. Remember, offense sells tickets and defense wins championships, and bonds are traditionally a defensive sort of play for a lot of firms, or a longer term play or a safer play. So they're a little more cautious when you're in the world of like fixed income type investment vehicles. Annuities, retirements, etc. Wait till settlement to trade. Probably, Jace. Figure out. Today we have consumer sentiment coming out in half an hour after market opens. We open a little bit here. Where's she opening? Just a second. I think we're opening about to go live. There we go. Getting some run here. On like the greater like run that we've had, the market's consolidating pretty nicely. I mean, it's looking pretty good. I don't dislike what I see. I guess as far as like monthly maps are still showing a stronger bull market. And today we might make our way up to that 4,400 level again. It seems like we've been kind of pegged there for the last little bit. Res is 0, opening in a gap and go. So far so good. Let's take an analysis here. Res here in 0 through that. Here we get this flux there. For our maps to come in. All right. Ooh, and hedge pressure's right in the way as well. Okay. Gonna BL something. So zoom in here. We got all right. Hedge pressure long. I mean, that is the place to take. Long from here to 95, 80 is about 15 point. If I go long on that, it's looking solid. Nasdaq's trying to pull back. Let's take a thought of this one. What's VIX looking like? don't know if I want to touch this yet. I think it looks good enough, but I don't hate it. Res is holding positive. Let's grab a hedge pressure longer here. Still looking okay. It's about a 20-point move to the upside if we do get it. And the irrational signal. Spike's trying to break hedge. But I think I like it over here. Bull zone support as well. Right at 35. Oh, we do have this consumer sentiment numbers coming out as well. It's pretty good. I'm going to play here and here. Okay. R&R on this. Like I said, we'll see if we get lucky on this one. I mean, it's looking solid. We need res to hold the fort and not kind of crap on itself. I'm looking for this to there. 43.95 around the edge there, and then a stop. 10 points under. Yeah. This has been such a crazy flip-floppy-ish market. A little bit harder to navigate this one. Bull zone support. All right, this is it. This is the best little entry spot right here. This is perfect. So it's either it's a one shot go. It either gets it or it doesn't. So I like it. On the vicinity of nearby, let's double check QQQs really quick. Let's see what we got. So I'm pulling back. Now it's like actually moving. Res is still very positive, so I feel great. This could be good. This can make up for the last couple of days worth of losses. QQQ pushing above hedge pressure. We're good here. Okay. Futures are looking okay. Like I said, if I get chopped a third time, this would be like the. It's kind of been a rough couple weeks. I mean, sorry, a rough couple days. I was on a really nice streak, and I was like, lose, win, lose, lose. Wait, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Something like that. It's been like up and down. So the setups have been, it's been kind of like a choppy, flip-floppy sort of setup. Getting pressed, so we'll see. The day on the tiles day, but oh yeah, we gotta change that. Thank you. All right. Oh, we're positive. Good deal. Pretty good setup here. Oh, there we go. We're moving. That's pretty easy. Hedge pressure for the win. Hopefully it stays. We'll see. Rez is still starting to fight off, so we have to make sure that this stays positive. Then we look at our cheat sheets here, everybody. Make sure you follow the stream while you're here. Click that like button on the stream, everybody, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. We're doing the 100K challenge today. Still, taking 5K account to 100K is the goal. Okay, so we're dealing with the BLU, which is open, hedge, open. That open, hedge, open is that kind of pivot I look for. It's one of the things we are trying to take care of. DD ratio, this number 94 being bullish means bull zone is support. We got DD support right there. I mean, you get all the things are good. So DD. Right now we're doing a patch to try to design something that automatically is going to draw some arrows or like things on the chart for you, like GD support. So I want everybody to help me figure this out. I put in a thing in chat. Oh my goodness. Microsoft. We have this, there's this thing in Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge loves to crash and we don't understand why yet. It's only Edge and it hurts. Like works in Windows 11 and 10 we found out. So hold on, give me 1 second. Let's load back up. Okay, so let me log in. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay. What do we got? All right, back to it. Windows Edge is like we're working on this one too. Oh, $500. Let's go. Let me show you guys the okay, so one of the things I put in the Discord was we're trying to come up with a way to kind of on the chart draw like a lot of the arrows and supports automated, like a little bit of guidance. We call it like rule assist mode and other things. Look like trade plan. Like I don't have a name for it yet, but the idea is to put on the chart what you see here, right? What you see here. maybe arrows or something like this, like DD support. Just somewhere in the middle, DD support. And the easiest way to draw it or display it on the chart without like making things too messy. So we want some ideas from you guys. You'll have like little mock-ups or something that you want it, like the best way to draw it. Would it be good to have like just a green line that says DD? That way it tells you DD support. Like a red line that says DD band, right? What's the quickest, simplest way to show all the arrows and pressures without cluttering up the chart with a bunch of junk? Like you would do hedge, like, you know, something like that. We're gonna prototype right now. That'd be great. If you guys mock something up and let me know like how you feel this would play out. I would love to see it. It's a nice little scalp returning to open. Open blue open is kind of like the first thing I like to go for. We do have an event coming up, so let's go ahead and put some in our pocket here. The first little bump I get, let me take a bit of profit here. Give me some maneuverability for the bigger run. Just gonna put a little bit in. How about just put like a third of that in? Yeah, just taking a little bit. Nasdaq is at upper DD band right now. Oh shoot. Okay, that's something to take note of. Right here. So Nasdaq is at it. Oh, I probably should. Look, Nasdaq is here. So that is a place to probably take a little more profit here. Yeah, I'm gonna take it all. Okay. Smart move. Oops. Take out of the way the Michigan numbers and let the consumer sentiment give me another actionable, you know, spot to go on. Market's not rational. Yeah, 100% agree. Something, my, hold on one second. My encoder crashed here, right? All right, this is buffering still. All right, we're back. Okay, oh my gosh. My stream encoder was crashing. My thing that streams. Oh my goodness. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for being patient. Sorry about that. We're back. All right, we back. Can y'all hear me? Oh my goodness. 10 more minutes in those numbers. All right. Yeah, a little bit of time till those little numbers come out. Thanks for y'all being patient there. I don't think I need a new PC. I need something happened in Windows, and I even reformatted, and I went back to, like, literally reformatted, even to just wipe and nuke it clean, and came back and it's the same. Something's going on somewhere. Either I've got a component failing somewhere, or who knows. Like one of my RAM sticks could be failing. It's really hard to tell. I have not had any time to go diagnose it though. Back to Google, yeah, right. My PC is getting pretty dated. I know it's already been a year. And actually, there's a whole new gen that's come out since I built this. When I built this last year, it was top of the line. And so now it feels outdated because all I have is 3080 Ti's. I don't have 4080s. Sad days. That's cool. I took all the profit when we blew open. So prototype for you guys can help me out real quick. By the way, subscribe to the stream, everyone. Y'all are still here. Thanks for not leaving when the computer crashed. Sub to the stream. Make sure you give a like to the stream as well. And make sure you check out Rocket Scooter's, Black Friday sale. It's pretty nice. We're doing for the whole platform 20% off of lifetime and 60% off a yearly. This is a whole new thing. We want you guys to, and our price is about to go up. We're about to give it, right now we have a $35 extended trial, and that's about to go away. 3 months for $35 a month. It's about to be like $65 a month, something like that. So that was like a thing we did for a while, and then that's going to go. And yearly is 60% off. You get the platform. You get all the training, education, all the stuff that we do here, part of your trading diet. $23.99 becomes $9.60 for a year, in locking for life. So that's just our nice thing. Support the platform, support our development. We are expanding rapidly into our new marketplace that we're building. You guys want to see some teasers? Oh, I don't know if I want to show some teasers. You guys have now stumbled into what's going to be the Amazon of finance. We're going to hire 10 new developers this year. So the more people that join the program and, tell your friends all about it. The faster we grow, the more people we bring on, the more cool stuff we'll make. Should we do draw these arrows like so? As a roll. Should we just draw supports? Should I do like DD to hedge pressure as a leg? Or should I draw a green line that indicates support, like a little green brick or something, right? How should we do this? What I spend on it, if I don't mind? Oh, my computer? It's hard to say because I bought a lot of my stuff during COVID, so it's not, I mean, the graphics cards were $2,500 a piece. So I'd spent like 15 grand on the computer. But again, you're not going to buy a TI-80 for, a 3080 Ti for $2,500. That was a 2020 purchase when you couldn't get them, and I got them off of eBay. I was like one of the first people to get a 3080 Ti when crypto was huge and everyone was buying those, like rigs and stuff, I guess. So about 15 grand. But I was stockpiling stuff for like, oh, here we go, here are the numbers, I guess, coming out, for like years. Green light across to indicate support, usable later in the day. Arrows would be nice, easier probably for near people to pick it up quickly. Thicker if stronger support. Oh yeah, these are good ideas. Looks like getting some movement here. Glad I took some profit. I took some profit because NASDAQ hit its upper bands. Anytime you have, where the hell is my DD band on NASDAQ? What? I double check I'm connected. My alerts are there. That's odd. Let me try something real quick. Oh, maybe hit the refresh. Yep, that is it. Oh, I have to click refresh. So, just for a bug report, are you guys having to click refresh to get your drawings to show up as well? Or is that just me? All right, get a couple of minutes until this report comes out. Can you share a quick trade, which ones you can buy and when to sell? I don't understand. Yeah. Okay, that's something to take note of, because for some reason, like, it's always worked. It like pops up automatically, but we're trying to investigate it right now. Yeah. Okay, our developer is going to step in and take a look. We're like scaling, so as we're scaling, we think that there's some kind of server lag or something. That it's trying to draw, it's just getting held up in communication to get the information, and this forces the pool. All right. Yeah, so if it's you guys too, Amar, thanks for letting me know. We'll look into it. You have to refresh, LJ. Okay. How to spot unusual option activity using your charts? Are you watching? Hey, Amjad is here. Okay, cool. Hey, everybody, say hello to Amjad, the champion behind our platform. Give our boy some love. He's gracing us with this awesome presence today. We love when he comes and hangs out. All right. So what's happening is, like, when I click to switch to a liquidity map and I click back, I just click the futures. Looks like there's a delay. It's still showing the liquidity map for the previous thing I had selected, UVXY. If I click refresh, it's still stuck on UVXY. So it looks like there's communication lag between the server. It didn't switch the drawing. I think that's what's happening. Switching to something else. So I just clicked the S&P futures, and you sit here for a little bit, and now it popped up. Earlier when I would switch back and forth, see how it's not showing up? I click refresh and it's there. Is it only on watch list? Oh, good question. Yes, good question. Let's see, QQQ. So switching QQQ. Looks like it's the connection itself is stalling. Now everything loaded up. And let's try f.us.mes C23. Okay. Michigan numbers came out. Let's take a look at that while we're waiting. Consumer expectation. Inflation is up 4.4 and 3.2 against a 3. So it's pretty interesting. This number's giving me bad. So Jod, look, it took like maybe 10 or 15 seconds and they showed up, even when I typed it in. It seems to be both. What I think is happening, and this happens a lot in the morning too, and it might just be congestion, but when I click refresh, it forces the draw. So what I don't know if you can answer this, but maybe because the server could just be congested, and clicking refresh like forces the data to go through. I don't know. That's what it feels like. No, Bonnie Tech. No, I exited before the event. I don't hold through these events. How do you do unusual activities? So what we show you here. Is, see, like on Jot, I just switched to spy, and it takes a while for the drawing to show up. With multiple windows, oh, that could be the thing, yeah, as well. Yeah, this could tie back to the multi-windows thing. I click refresh and it shows up. All right, so I don't know if I want to play this or not. What do you guys think? S&P hit an upper band, which is kind of the limit of the setup. And so the trade that I took was the BLU open setup, which is a pretty common setup I take. I longed here, longed again, exited at the gap fill. It's pretty common setup for this kind of setup here. So yeah, if you guys throw some prototypes at me, that'd be awesome. The idea is that should we do just lines to show support? Should we put the word support? Should we put, like, I want somebody to open right out of the box and then say, okay, this is what's going on. Support, right? Should be support BLU. Like, I mean, an arrow makes sense, but that's suggestive. Is that a trade idea? We can just say flow. Who knows? Or one master arrow. It just kind of shows what's expected. I like the pieces, but we're open to suggestion here. Well, you want the rule printed here, DD greater than 0.5, so it's support. Res is positive, yeah, so you need to refresh because it's not Ajax, so it needs a refresh to push data through sometimes. Dodge. That is likely the case. Yeah, that's too much. So essentially, we want to translate everything from the cheat sheets into something on the chart. In the cleanest, easiest, neatest way possible. Should we draw it here to the left? Should we draw it a couple of, like the arrow would be here, and then as the candles progress, the arrow scoots off to the side? That'd be a lot of redraws, so that could create some graphical glitches. Should we just draw it? It's like the other part of the prototype idea is like, how does it work, right? Give me a couple examples. Where do I draw it? Let's pretend that we chose lines and I wanted to draw the BLU just like this. Right? When I draw it here and it just stays there all day. When I draw it here, it stays there all day. When I draw it in the middle, when I draw it arbitrarily like 1 hour ahead of the candle. So it's always in front of you. As the candles move, this moves to the right. So essentially every minute it scoots over. And it'll be a toggle, as somebody said. Yeah, so here it'll be a toggle, like it'll call like flow assist or something, whatever we call it. Yeah, so anything that we draw, that's the whole point, is that we have the ability for you to toggle it on and off. We'll call it like, the idea is flow assist or something, just to show the flow. Toggle for sure. Moves with the candles. That was the one thing I was thinking, is that if it did move with the candles, you would redraw every new candle, right? Which isn't a terrible idea. It could just look glitchy. Some indication of the probabilities, and that part is going to come down the road. That's a huge project, the probabilities, and we have to get the history going. And what we're going to do is we're going to create that probabilistic backtest and flow. Yeah, the probabilities, right? Active liquidity map, just show the setup on the day off to the side, just throwing out ideas. Like on the left side, right side. Yeah, the idea is like not just liquidity map, but the big three, right? Liquidity map and resilience. And DD altogether. The easiest one to think of is DD. You can easily just draw an arrow that says DD support, right? Like that's the easiest one for DD. You don't need arrows, you don't need anything. Or you can do DD resist, right? Like you're down here. So that one's easy. You can have some kind of support or resistance there. You can have like res. Right. And then if it recognizes there's a bunch of greens and reds, you know, would you like draw like a box? Would you draw like a box? I'm just thinking out loud. I told them to start with a few things, and this is where we're going to start. So help us figure out the next big step of the platform. Just FYI, Rocket Scooter is now in our marketplace phase of the business. We have 2 white label clients already building Rocket Scooter versions of their own for their own clients. Will be featured on our marketplace. Our marketplace will allow vendors, whether you got a trade room, a podcast, a newsletter, indicators, algorithms, you name it. We have all of this technology to get your product to market. If you're interested in that, send me a message in Discord. Doesn't matter what you do. We're on a spree of signing up vendors. We got about 50 all ready to go. Big vendors. I'm talking big and small. Pretty much anybody who's everybody that we know, we've talked to, and they are excited about what we're building. Imagine going to Amazon and you want to buy a toothbrush, diapers for your kid, you know, a t-shirt. You know, Amazon has a huge ecosystem and marketplace. But where are you going to go if you want to buy, you know, master classes on treasury bond investing, right? Where are you going to go if you want to buy momentum-based trading algorithms? Where are you going to go if you want to buy a Discord bot for your use for unusual flow? You're going to go all over the place. Everyone else has a website, a this or that, and you're not really uniformly getting everything in one place. We have trading platform, server-side technology. We have any way to host 1,000 different things in one spot, and therefore we'll be able to have people have their products in our marketplace. Utilizing Rocket Scooter for alerts, using it for scanner settings, whatever they want to build. And that's where we're going. How far back in history do we have? About 4 years of data. F2. So that's enough. It's really enough to get some probabilities. Give the arrows a toggle. So that toggles what you want. Active liquidity map. So that an echo forecast would be good. An echo forecast. You said, what is a dotted line is a prediction that fills in full if it plays out. Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of cool, Dodge. You like the green lines for sort best, but make it so you can toggle on and off to kind of illustrate the possible trades that may have change over the course of the day. Should I long half gap? But like Nasdaq hit DD band, so it's like do I want to take the same trade again? Is the S&P can go to its own DD band? I mean, is it worth it? Should I play it small? And I feel like VIX is definitely in a spot where market's collapsing. So VIX is collapsing, so I feel kind of okay. I just don't like 2 attempts at breaking hedge pressure whenever we're in a mode of being less than triple B. So I don't like the way that's playing out. I think I'm going to avoid this one. I did make $500 this morning. Let's just watch this one and see. Yeah, until Black Friday. Can you not draw BBB on UVXY and DE on S&P and QQQ using a server-based conversion? You could. You need local futures data, though, to do the conversion. So what we can do is get 15-minute delay data, and you don't have to have local futures data, and it would convert. It would be a 15-minute delay on the conversion. Be close enough. That is one of the ideas. Like this is an interesting year for us because we have so many irons in the fire, and we want to really expand our business. I mean, we branched off into the white label. So we have a Discord bot, we have a platform, we have a bunch of things that we can white label. We have that, we have the marketplace, and we have also building our own tools inside of it. So we need to hire like 10 new people. So tell all your friends to sign up for Rocket Scooter and support us. We love y'all. Maybe it's any with EVXY big issue. Volatility is collapsing. Like that's the best part. You want to see volatility in a mode of doing that. For the market to not collapse on itself. So a couple ideas I had. All right, let's just start with a couple places. Number one would be window of opportunity. This is something that's kind of easier said than done. The idea is to block out things that you can't trade on. Let's just start like a sandbox, right? Let's carve things out like we're developing a video game. You got a mountain. You want to carve out a valley from a mountain. Okay. So don't trade after 2. Like literally have some kind of thing that just says no. And have the word like random, right? These are the easiest places to start. Like irrational, right? Like that. I think it just defaulted to pink, but you get where I'm going with this, right? So like your good window to trade is in here. Is it common for hedge pressure to be a resistance on a second test like this? Yeah, it is. When you're breaking, like when you remember that triple B rule that we always talk about? When VIX is trading above triple B, you can expect some chop around hedge pressure, and it's really hard to decide. You just gotta kind of stick with your trade and call it. When VIX is in decay below triple B, which is where we are now, you don't normally see hugging of supports. The fact that it's breaking and trying to break again is dangerous because it should be a sharp pivot. The fact that it's not a sharp pivot when there's no volatility should alert you there's no buyers. It's thin, so it's a scary mode, and so normally you don't expect multiple tests of hedge pressure when it opens above. Like I don't normally dig into this kind of trade to trade because normally you don't see a lot of fight there. You want to see those, what we call the razor sharp pivots kind of thing. So like I wouldn't be buying right here. If it stabilizes here, like I'd be willing to take a stab with a stop to finish up DD for a second trade with a small position if I did. The idea that it's breaking multiple times is kind of alarming. Okay. So if we did blocks, and then we drew like arrows the rest of the way, like something like that, right? And you had your support here, TD band. And we had it trail. Support there, support there. It's kind of different because, like, why don't we just put hedge pressure support, right? Do we really need the arrow? Because then if we want arrows there, then we would probably want to put arrows here too. Right? And then just get some cluster of arrows. So one thing with arrows, other things support resistance, no arrows, some arrows. How do we do that? Liquidity map is the major pivoting tool. And so when you're in the box, should we show the arrows of resilience? When you're out of the box, not show the arrows of resilience? When you're trading outside of the box, should we just do res as support instead of an arrow? Like, there's all bunch of ways to do it. Yeah, they'll be like toggleable here. So help me brainstorm. You know what I mean? Like blocking off what's good, blocking off what's bad. So an example today, would you guys want it to look like that? Does that give a clear picture? Yeah. Well, the thing is we have to send them on one direction to make something, right? Let me try cleaning up a little bit and try one more time. Maybe I'll do it out here. What do y'all think? This be like res, DD, maybe like both the rules. Liquidity map. I don't know if I like that either. You know what I mean? Like, we need a neat way to describe it. Maybe not even arrows like that. Maybe arrows like this. Like, if there's two supports that overlap, we draw like a thick arrow. Like the stronger the confluence, the stronger the arrow. You have 3 supports here. You have 2 supports there. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. I'm just coming up with a cool, like thinking out loud here. Am I done? Yeah, I'm done trading. Remember, you want razor sharp pivots and you're not getting them, so. So normally what you'll see is whenever, this is just one of our rules, is that in the environment you're in with volatility, I'll just repeat what I said earlier, is that you want razor sharp pivots. Which means that like when you overshoot, which is fine, it's going to do it like one time maybe and then go. You're not going to linger. Lingering at a place like this when there is no volatility, right? The definition of volatility is big V's, okay? So when VIX is below triple B, volatility is dying. There shouldn't be big V's. Any accidental V should soak up really quick and move. The idea that volatility is persisting around strike prices, see how that volatility is persisting, big old V's like that, when you shouldn't be getting those, is what I said was scary. Do you see how I avoided taking a long here, everybody? Exactly like that. That's an advanced concept. Well, remind me today in the Zoom call to talk about that. Triple B, it's all about what that is. VIX was in contango and decaying out, lost that level, and it's just decaying for the rest of the month. So you're going to expect pivots to bounce. I mean, no hold. If you fight and lose something, it's typically going to, the V gets big and small really quick, and it either dies or goes, okay? But the idea, this is expected. The idea that you actually got this is that you fell and came here and then fell and fell and fell. There shouldn't be that much overshooting. That's a sign that there is unusual selling. The market's trying to contain the volatility and the selling pressure is beating it up. Pretty neat, right? All right, so let me think of a couple more things here before I close down the stream for the day. So the arrows point straight up. Should they point like this? Should they be right here? Should they be green? Should they be white? You know what I mean? All about colors. Yeah, that does make sense. The triple B number on VIX, I print in the Discord. We don't have it. We don't have it automated yet, and we should probably make that one of our higher priorities as well. Yes, I'm still brainstorming on what this will look. How customizable well, right now it's to get something, right? Kind of, we want to put something on there that we can build education around. Should do like and like fully customizable would be great as well. I want to do something that's just like a standard and that's a starting point and we can build off of that, right? I'm just thinking out loud here. Trying to be creative. That'd be like self-explanatory, right? Well, clearly we'd have to put the labels underneath, or else they would appear right on the line. So I need to put them here. We have to use trading views drawing tools, right? So we can't customize out. So I have to use the assets that I have. Way to have it watermarked behind the chart. Wait, a way to have it watermarked behind the chart. Like send to back. Like have it be small in the background. Like that. That's kind of cool. Or instead of us drawing another line, why not just have the whole thing be green? That would make it easy and it wouldn't be visually cluttered. Why not just change the colors of these things? Oh, that'd be so easy. Hold on. It might not be the most beautiful thing ever, but... Look at this, guys. What do y'all think? Why don't we just, like, change the color of the line in the... At least for now, right? Like, that would get the job done. Oops. Ooh, I didn't know Liquidity Map did that. Hold on. I didn't know they put that in. Oh, look at that. I don't even pay attention. Y'all know it did that? That's cool. Here I am opening it up in a separate window every morning. I never knew that they did that. Now, I know I requested that a million years ago, but I never remember it coming. Maybe, see, I need to sleep more. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, if we just did it like this, right? What if it just changed the color? Let's remove this, by the way, for now. Wouldn't that just make more sense? I mean, that's pretty easy to see, right? That's not a terrible idea. I mean, it's simple, it gets the point across. This would clearly be red. My next question, do we actually need hedge pressure all the way across from left to right? Or these things, should we just have them scoot along the chart as well? This is some of the things I've been thinking about. Would it be cleaner if everything moved with the chart? Right. Now, that's not the trade plan today. I'm just making something up. Oops. I'm on a roll today. I actually don't dislike this at all, you guys. I actually really like this. I'm not gonna lie. At least for now, it does get the job done. Sometimes I'm not that much of an idiot. Why not? Because we can, like, it's recycling the assets we have. It doesn't... We just have to change, put in some color. If then color changes. We overlay it like that. God, I'm so excited what's going to happen this year. We have such a huge year, guys. Oh, it's so exciting for us. Like where the price is, it can show, you know, like when you scoot over, everything can just scoot that way. I was thinking out loud. No, and then we have to also indicate we don't trade past 2. Oh my God, am I going to solve all of these? Am I solving all of it in one spot? Oh God, guys, I think I figured it out. I'm gonna give myself the yearly membership. I'm just kidding. And then you need a hard barrier at 2 o'clock. Black, red, and sometimes I come up with some decent ideas. I mean, it's like, this is a resistance, it's a resistance in time and a resistance in price. So instead of having multiple colors, I think like people that use a lot of technical analysts, man, I tell you, I see people on Twitter all the time that have like indicators and algorithms and stuff, and they're like colorful, jumbled neon messes. It looks like that 2003 era PC building rage where everybody had neon lights on in their rooms. And everybody's computers were like 80 million colors for a hot minute. I hate seeing a bunch of colors. I'm all about clean and neat. So, oh, black, yeah. That gets the idea across. And let's make it opaque. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. Daddy like. I'm getting turned on. That really gets the information to you. Yeah, with some way, I mean, it'll be there, but these don't have any integrity past 1, right? You'll know what they are, but you're not, in theory, they shouldn't work as well. So you could still see where the levels are. You just shouldn't be able to like when price is like in here, it should just be like indicating to you it's like no man's land. It's like a hard stop there. And then what will we do down here? We'll also say like this is irrational, right? And instead of green, should we match it with the colors? Forget the thick. Should we match it with the colors of the alerts? Irrational, it's red. Dude, I'm on a roll. Somebody stop me. Pretend that wasn't hedge fish, or pretend that was something else and you made it yellow. How about that, right? I'm figuring it out. That's getting everything into it. The color of the arrow matches the color of the alert. The state that you're in. Clearly we're irrational. It's red. If it's caution, it'd be yellow. Rational candles. Rational candles. Jace. Should the candles change color? Oh my god, what? We need to write this down. Hold on. That's enough. You see, this is why I love you guys. Y'all are so smart. Okay, ideas. For arrow. Candles can change color for irrational. Rational. That's a good idea. Arrows can change color for alert. Red, yellow, green. Position sizing. Have all drawings trail candles by maybe like 5 candles. Updating the drawings to redraw every minute. Black boxes for irrational. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it. As a starting point, it gets the job done. Oops. You guys get where I'm going with this, right? Bull zone text should be green. Oops. Like. To be red. The redistribution zone should be green. It's just showing like I don't hate it, you guys. Let me make some stuff. Let me put the word irrational there. People understand that. This is going somewhere. All right, let's get a picture of this. Simple, clean, tells a story. Chase, to build the probabilities is a massive thing. We have to build it. And it means we have to reconfigure our database. We don't ask for historic data to come back. We need to store historic data. We have historic raw data. We don't store historic outputs from our algorithm. We have to actually go back and calculate 4 years worth of walls from this saved historic data. And that'll take probably a week just to run the calculations for that much data. And then store it. I don't love it. I don't hate it, though. It's somewhere. It's part of something. So the entire bull zone turned green. Let's just go even further. Oh, it's here. Where's our color change settings? Is it here? No. Here? Oh yeah, here it is. You guys help me out real quick because I haven't done this in a while. Where is the bull zone, bear zone color changes? It's in one of the settings, right? Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Oh, those settings. There it is. We could change the entire bull zone to green. No, because we'd have to redo. Oh, we have to do so much. We have to redo everything if we change the colors of the zone. I mean, we could, but I think the idea that the border changes color. Maybe not even blacking out irrational, but just show that it's irrational. I don't know. We'll go with it. We'll see what we got. We'll simmer on it and see. I don't hate it. It could just get weird looking from the scaling, like if you use training view arrow, see how it does this when you scale it? We'll see. Not the worst idea in the world. Those are your red and green, James? Oh, thanks. Okay. sure we'll go through some iterations of this. Market's trying to stabilize a little bit, but I think we call it a day. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit and draw a little bit and see what I got. See anything come through here. Thanks for tuning in the stream. Things looking pretty solid here. I've had a great, great tenure here on this small account challenge. $500 something a day profits, pretty good. Been a little up and down week, but so far so good. Still pushing along and having a great time with you guys. Want to make sure click subscribe on the stream if you like it. Make sure you click that you like the stream as well. Head up to our Discord and also check out our Black Friday specials. 60% off yearly, 20% off lifetime. These are things we do once a year and everybody takes advantage of that. It's the best it ever is. And we'd love to y'all support the community because we are growing really fast and we love y'all. Thanks for coming. Ashton does use red and green zones. We made them gray and gray just for accessibility because of color blindness. So you can change them whatever you want for your own personal taste.